work done. Wood on the inside of the boat. Repair every single window. They all leak.
What a view. I'm going to enjoy it by scraping varnish. I thought it would come off a lot easier, but I think I need to get the heat gun out and torch it. Use my electric heat gun here and extension cord. Sorry. To warm up the varnish, and in doing so, that will allow it to come off a lot easier. Probably not easy to tell in this lighting, but it's coming off pretty quickly now. One important thing to remember when working with a heat gun is that everything will get hot, including your blade. So it does make working a little bit tricky because a metal blade will get very hot very quick. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have to go through all of the wood, including the tow rail and this nice little rail right there. Scrape the old varnish off. That'll expose the fresh wood underneath, and I'll have to sand it and make it nice and smooth and apply 4 coats of the varnish again. Or maybe more, we'll see. But that is the current project outside. That is, but I have to do that every year. Okay. So, underneath my sleeping berth, I'm putting these rubber mats. They're usually used for like showers and stuff like that, but I'm going to use them to try to get the actual mattresses off the deck here. And that'll help in the winter time, especially when it gets humid and the boat starts to sweat. It'll prevent the mattress from soaking up all that moisture and allow it to kind of breathe a little bit better. So we'll have to wait until next winter to see if it works. Well, I'm back on the boat. As you can see, I have it stripped down for hurricane season because I'm not going to be here for very long or very often while I'm gone. This summer, all the sails are taken off, the bimini is down, and while I'm back, I am going to try to get some projects done. I've got to work on some stuff on the boom, and then maybe get some woodworking done if the weather clears up, but we'll see. So one of the things I found when I was taking the mainsail off is that this shackle is pretty much fused to the gooseneck here. So I'm going to have to figure out how to undo that. It moves, but the actual pin there, it feels like it is fused to the aluminum. So yeah. So one thing that I could do is cut it here and that would kind of free up this threaded bit on the shackle, and then I would be able to kind of hammer it all the way out. But let's see if I can just get it worked loose. One of the problems with this is that there's no good way to grip that, and it's actually twisted from my previous attempts. If it shears off, that's not a bad thing. I can just drill through it the rest of the way if that happened. I'll be right back. Okay, so the blades that I have on these are explicitly made for metal cutting. I'm going to try to cut off the rest of the shackle here, and then I will attack the pin however I can. Alright, so what I've essentially done at this point is create a couple of stress points. That way, by bending it and flexing it back and forth, I'm hoping that it'll just kind of fall apart. And that's what I was going for. I basically want to be able to pull that off. Now, ta-da! So now, I have to figure out how to get that out. Alright, I got the pin out of the shackle hole. When I pulled it out, it was covered in oxidation. I've got it cleaned up now so I can go buy an adequate replacement. But the important lesson about all of this is that if there's something that you might have to take apart while underway, go ahead and take it apart once or twice while you're at the dock, because if I was in an emergency and had to pull down my mainsail, I would not have been able to do that. Not quickly, not safely. So, long story short, always check your gear. Well, I got that out after a lot of convincing and stuff, and now what I'm moving on to, since the weather got so much better, is I'm going to try to paint some of this aluminum. As you can see, a lot of the aluminum here is kind of exposed and flaking. And I bought this sandable primer, so I'm going to start with a little section here and give it a shot and see what it does. And if it doesn't work, oh well. If it does work, perfect. I'd like to point out that I did a good job picking a color for that. It kind of matches the old paint pretty well, so we'll let it dry. Alright, and given the primer a chance to dry, you can see kind of the line of the new primer versus the old paint. It's a little bit rough on the surface, but the good thing is this stuff is sandable, so I will get some fine grit sandpaper on it and give it a good cleaning. Has a little bit of pitting there already, but not a big deal. I'm glad the color matched, and hopefully that'll be finished soon. So another thing I bought while I was at the store today was this little sliver of teak, which is going to fill in that gap right there. Honestly, it is annoying to step on, and there's a sharp little nail right there. I don't have to do that right now, but you know what? I'm going to do it while I got time. So I'm going to cut that piece out, get it varnished and ready to go in, and then once it looks good, it will get nailed in there. Alright, here's the new piece. Fits in quite nicely. Okay, so to update you guys on my new project list, still have to do refrigeration, still have to do the plumbing for the bathrooms and sink, then I have to finish varnishing, finish replacing the wood panels, and finish replacing the port lights, and then I think I'll be done. So, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time.